Hey everybody, welcome back to Live 5R, the Legend of the Five Rings live show that can't be stopped.
Oh, I'm going to quit.
Kevin doesn't like my new name for L5R, so we'll stick with Warrior's Path. Thanks so much for joining us. If you've been on the stream for the last couple of episodes that we recorded, thanks so much for being here. If you've been here and have not yet subscribed or liked our pages, go ahead and do that now. Hit that sub and hit the bell so that you can get all the sweet notifications from all our crazy awesome content like Legend of the Five Rings, Star Wars, Call of Cthulhu, Super Spy, Jacques Clouseau.
Yes, he is.
We've got it all here. And, well, that didn't work.
Let us not forget about cats.
And there is also cats.
I love cats.
That's way, golly, that's been almost a year.
Yes, it has.
Oh my, we
that
may
was
have to do
great
that
fun.
for our
The footage is horrible, but the
anniversary.
shenanigans is great.
The shenanigans were real. That's right. Yeah, like and subscribe and go watch all of our cool videos. We even have some cool modular terrain how to create videos over on YouTube. So check all that stuff out and let's jump right back into Legend of the Five Rings.
He determined to kill us tonight. So.
You guys are sliding down a rock cliff. You slid out onto an icy pond or lake or something where one individual is twirling a double-sided spear, it's probably more accurately described as a double-sided naginata. I mean, it's a weapon that should not operate the way that it does. This guy's clearly dreaming. Haha, get it? Because you guys are in a dream world. And he is slaying hundreds of enemies. And he is having a ball doing it. So, his dream is to obviously be like this super soldier, essentially. And he looked at you and smiled and said, "New challengers," and that's where we closed off the last session. So let's pick that right back up. Go ahead and roll me a TN1 tactics check, everyone.
And what ring do we wish to use?
What ring do you wish to use? And let me find a quick profile for this man here. Die down, die down.
We'll retrieve it later. Oh, jeez.
All right, let's see. Kakita, how did you do?
I got 3 successes.
Okay, so your focus is what?
This is 5, so I have 8.
8 total. Oh, you got 3 successes, you said?
Yes.
So it would be a total of 7
7,
because
okay.
you only count the bonus successes. Utaku,
I'm at 8,
you're at 8.
so I got 5 and plus 4.
Okay, sounds good. Miramoto, how did you do?
2, 3, 4. I had 4 successes, and my focus is 4.
So 7. And Isawa.
So I got a focus of 4 and 3 successes, but I did get an opportunity. So on initiative and the void stance that says sense if there's an otherworldly being present at the scene.
Yeah. Otherworldly is I don't know. This guy's dreaming.
Oh.
You're fighting a dream man.
How do you defeat a dream man in his own dream?
You just got to prove that you're better, I guess.
I forgot that you can use those opportunity for initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in some
I like to
pretty
assess
unique
all the
ways.
terrain qualities in this scene.
You're
It's
gonna make me
dreamy.
look up. I mean, it's slick. It's difficult terrain for sure. So kind of half movement situation, but it's an ice shelf.
I am going to. They keep track of strife and everything else, right? Your NPCs.
Some of them do. It depends. Like if they're minion level, I don't really care about strife, but somebody like this, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to inflict 2 strife upon him.
Okay. Isawa, how did you do on your initiative? I did not write it down.
I had 3 successes. Plus my
Your focus,
Focus
which
of 4.
is 4. So 6. Okay. Let me roll for this guy. Okay, he's going to keep this and this. He got 3 plus his focus. And then Yunji is going to join you guys. And she is going to... If I can find... Yep, there we go. Kevin, what would she roll? What ring do you think she would roll in? I'm gonna pick air. It's
Okay.
taking too long.
I didn't even think you didn't that far.
You're. I was just asking because you're another unicorn. 3 successes. So
Air or
that's
fire,
right.
probably.
Cool. All right. First one to go is going to be Utaku Kateo. He is currently 3 range bands out.
So I guess it'll be, since you said it's difficult, so it's basically half movement. The
Yes.
terrain. So then I'll spend all my effort to move 1 full range band,
Okay.
drawing and preparing for him to come forward.
Okay. Sounds good. So you draw your weapon and you move up a range band.
Yep.
Great. I think difficult terrain in this actually just like makes you upgrade any movement ability checks by 1. Like if you do a movement skill,
Ah, gotcha.
I believe. We'll play it like that for right now. All right. Next up is going to be this guy who he just kind of quickly jumps up off of this like elevated rock shelf that he was on. Think like if you've seen, was it like season 4 or 5 of Game of Thrones where they're like in this like ice pond and there's like 4 of them sitting on this one rock. It kind of looked like that. He jumps off this thing and just starts sprinting toward you guys like it's no effort whatsoever for him. And so he actually covers 2 full range bands, and he's very, very close to you now, Utaku. Next up is going to be Miyamoto or Kakita. What is you guys' focuses?
4.
My focus is 5.
Okay, so Kakita, you'll go first.
Okay. I'm going to stride with great confidence and just say really loudly, "You want a challenge? Face a crane."
And he'll, as he's running, he laughs. And so, do you need to roll anything for the challenge?
I don't think so.
Let's say
Let's see. It's a target one command if it's a skirmish here, so probably yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll make a command roll to
Sure.
basically have him focus on you.
And I'm in air. So let's see. Oh yeah. That is 2 successes.
2 successes. All right.
Okay.
So he kind of gives a smirk and alters course to face directly at you, and he says, "All right, everybody else, back up. We got a big challenger here." Next up is going to be Miyamoto.
Okay. So respecting the rules of engagement, then I would understand that that we are not to enter combat.
So what you see is you see him running up, and you see all of the enemies that he was fighting, like they start to stand back up, and they're rushing this way as well.
So we don't know what they're going to do.
You have no idea what they're going to do.
In that case, I will clench my fists and
But Sun Tzu says the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
In theory.
yes. Well, I am going to flame on.
My body is an anvil. Let's do it.
He had said, "Everyone back up." We have a challenger.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I have to do my.
Which I should say, you guys are at full fatigue and strife,
Oh, that helps.
by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I immediately took that the wrong way.
No,
did you
you're-
write down
I
his
was
two
like,
strife?
wait a minute.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, good luck, Chris.
Oh my gosh.
What are you rolling?
I'll avenge you.
I'm rolling for my body as an anvil.
Oh, right.
Ooh, do I want to I can re-roll these 2 die because I'm going to stand my ground.
Now, Miramoto,
Yes.
I just want to point out the obvious setback here.
What's that?
You're on an ice shelf, and you're catching your body on fire. That doesn't usually work out in the favor of the fire person. So, if you would like to change course, I was gonna just like make you start sinking into the ice, but I feel like that might be a little. Your character would be smarter than that, maybe. I'll give you the choice of being smarter than that.
Takashi's insight.
Your
That's
whole
what the wavy lines meant.
your whole body lights on fire, with my body as an anvil, right?
It flows down from the top.
So like your ankles aren't anvils.
I don't know.
They're breakable. His Achilles heel.
I'm
if
just
you
going to
will.
call it as a player because earlier when you said you had done the same routine and the little girl reached through the pond, you said that you were on fire.
Oh, that's true. You did
And
make
she
it a
was touching
point to
your
say
ankle.
that your ankle was on fire when the little girl grabbed you.
Yeah, because it doesn't say at all.
Yeah, I think it's intending for like the whole body to be protected by like a fire shield.
I would say so. Probably that is true. Okay, but there's no rock here either, so the earth will not give me any support either.
Well, no, that's not entirely because like you're calling on like the kami, right? A little bit.
Well,
Well, no, these aren't invocations. These are stemming from your tattoos, not necessarily from what's naturally around you.
right. But you said in very big, incredibly thick.
It is
Ice
thick
shield.
ice, yes.
So if
But you sink like you would still start sinking into it.
I could keep moving.
Okay, cool, great. I'm stay on your toes. Best of luck.
I mean, no, because
yeah.
I know how fire works on ice, and it
Sure.
does
It-
take
It does take a little bit of time.
a little bit. It depends on how thick the ice is.
Yeah.
I mean, if we were in the normal world,
At the
If
very
we're in the
least,
normal world, true, yes.
well, I'm meaning that it taking time. It may just. I mean, we're in the dream realm.
Hey, Rick's made his call. Let's play this
no,
out.
And I'm
you're good.
moving.
At the very least, it'll make it slick.
Fair enough.
Cool. So you made the roll. You succeeded.
Oh yeah, tons of success.
What'd you get?
1, 2. Let's see. I really only need. I need 5.
If you want to do the burst effect, but who do you want to target? Because you don't really know who's going to attack you. Because, like you said, you don't know who anybody's side is on. You just know this guy wants to fight Kikita.
Yeah, I know, and now I can't fight him, and he's probably not going to fight me.
Well, if he beats Kikita.
But you say there is earth around here. I could feel.
Yeah, I mean,
the stone.
there's a rock.
In that case,
that you
I
saw
will.
way over there.
I will change my stance.
Okay. I'll let you do that just because, like, I think you were expecting to be able to do fire things.
Well, I was expecting to be able to fight. That we were going to fight him,
Yeah.
and that he was going to fight us. That's what I was prepared for. So I'll change my stance,
Yeah.
which takes my action, right?
Well, normally you can only
I did
change
state
your
it,
stance.
and I didn't challenge. I just took it.
You can only
as
change your stance before, like at the beginning of your turn.
unspoken.
Yes.
On your first turn, your stance has to be the stance that you rolled initiative with.
Oh, I see.
So, like on your next turn, you can change to an earth stance.
In that case, I am going to I'll stick with it. I'm going to go with breaking blow.
Okay.
And so, let me change my roll because I'm going to blow up the ice in front of these guys charging us.
Okay.
So
So instead of like making your whole body an anvil, you're going to kind of channel a bunch of hot energy into your hand and crack the ice.
toward at them, or not crack the ice. And actually,
That explodes. You gotta roll that.
yeah, and that's 3 successes right there too. And there's another explosion.
Yeah.
And okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Which gets you what?
which gets me. If you have 4 or more bonus successes, the chosen object gains a destroyed quality instead. So basically, what it allows me to do,
You
is
destroy the ice.
I can blow up a stone wall.
Yeah, cool. So,
So-
I think you significantly, like, as this guy moves past Utaku and you kind of move toward the encroaching forces, and you punch the ice really hard to where it just, like, erupts in front of you, sharding out. And kind of creates at least a momentary dusty effect that holds them off.
Okay. Does
That'll
it
work.
penetrate? Does it penetrate the ice to water?
Um,
Because that's going to make me decide whether I can go body as an anvil and be able to maintain that without melting through the ice.
no, it does not go. It does not do that.
It doesn't break through the ice.
Correct.
Okay.
It doesn't break all the way through the
Because
ice.
I can break a thick stone wall. So
Right.
if I can't break this ice, then I'm
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Next up is going to be, see, Isawa. What is your focus?
My focus was void. Oh, my focus was 4.
Your
Sorry.
focus is 4. Okay. Then Yunji is going to go first. She is going to pull out her wakizashi, actually, and just kind of like take a readied stance, and just kind of wait. She's kind of watching to see who these are that are running toward them, toward you guys, because like he was taking them out with ease. So maybe they're not like dream samurai. So she doesn't want to like use full lethal force, because they're still like, she's got like an honorable streak. She is, after all, a Yuriki to a high-ranking Emerald Magistrate. So she's got quite a bit of respect for everything going on. Next is going to be your turn. Isawa, go ahead.
All right, so I have to ask as a player
Yep.
for clarification here.
Go for
so
it.
if I am in the void stance, even though it's my first round, if I need to do a spell or action that requires a different stance, am I locked off from doing that, or do I
Yes.
take penalties?
Yeah, no, you're locked off from doing that in your first turn.
Okay,
Your first turn stance matches whatever you rolled for initiative.
then I'm standing there.
Okay, you just stand.
There's not much else I could do other
I
than
mean, you can move and maneuver and get in place for the next round.
I don't know what's going on with these additional forces, so at this point, I'm going to honor the challenge.
Okay, so you just kind of stand back. Fight, 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 fight.
He double dog dared him.
All right, so let's get right into that challenge. Now, with the challenge, I can't remember off the top of my head. Does it go into a full-on duel? Like, are you counting strife and doing all that stuff, or is it just like a sort of one-on-one thing happening while everything else is going
Can I
on?
retcon that just a minute?
Yeah,
Can I go ahead and use the center action?
you absolutely can.
All right. So I will use that towards my theology check. I'll use that towards my theology check.
Awesome. So centering toward your theology check. And what does center do again?
In void stance, you may focus your energy inward, envisioning your action in your mind and seeing the perfect moment to take it. You must name a skill when you use center.
Okay. Cool. So, Kikita, I think it's going to be up to you. No, it's Utaku. You're first. Utaku Kiteo.
Just prepare if
So y'all,
if
your
he's
goal,
challenged, and I'm like, all right.
basically y'all's goal is to
I
hold
thought
off whatever the enemies are.
I thought I was doing that, but all right. And
You didn't say or do anything.
I understand.
right?
I moved forward first.
Yep.
All right.
You're also not the duelist.
So,
All right, so he will.
then I'm just going to position and just wait with this everything charging forward.
Okay, sounds good. So he is going to rush up and enter into this challenge scene with you, Isawa, and it's called a clash.
Yeah.
So you do have a stare down. At the end of the round, participants fight one round of a duel using these 3 steps. You do the stare down. You receive strife equal to the round of the clash, and you bid strife to increase your current initiative. So we're just going to basically, like, you guys are holding off whatever these enemies are. They can't, like, physically hurt you, so you're just literally, like, holding them away from the battle. So Kakita, your initiative is 7.
Mm-hmm.
His initiative is 8.
Okay.
You're in the first round of a clash. We're basically going to move into a full-on duel while you guys narratively hold back the enemies that are trying. Like, they're basically programmed in this dream to charge at him as fast as they can and repeatedly. And so you guys are like punching and kicking and swinging and swording, and
we're keeping them from attacking him.
you're keeping them from attacking the clash.
No.
Right.
So like y'all are surrounded by probably millions of like faceless bodies essentially while this is going on. So go ahead and do this stare down. So you gain 1 strife first off because it's the first round of the conflict.
Yes.
And then you are going to bid strife in order to increase your initiative.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that. I am going to I'm going to grab a die here so that I can set my supposed strife value, and we're going to do that there. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I bid 2.
I bid 3.
You bid 3, so that puts you guys even. What is your focus?
5.
5. Okay, then you will get to go first,
Okay.
and you do also take 3 strife.
Yes.
Don't forget to focus your focus, so that way you get +5.
All right. Next in the clash, you take your respective turns. So, what stance would you like to take?
Okay. I am going to do air.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a good choice.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, and then your action.
I was gonna say, don't y'all have to choose secretly, so that way y'all can't change it
No.
for the duel? I thought you did. Never mind. Sorry.
If it was 2 PCs, then I would understand.
Well, if it was a duel too, like this is a clash, so it's a little bit
A
less.
little modified.
The
Gotcha.
duel, it's like a modified, shortened, less convoluted version of a duel.
Gotcha.
In fact, we may wind up using this as our duel rules.
Maybe.
We'll see how it goes for at least a little while. So go ahead. What action would you like to take?
I am going to do crossing blades.
Okay, what does
Straight
that
out
do?
of the gate. This at target number of 2, I draw a sheathed weapon. If I success it, I do damage in my deadliness plus my bonus successes.
Okay, go for it. It's a target 3, you said?
Target
2.
2.
Target 2, okay.
This one is
wow,
2. Yeah.
nice.
I guess a little wobbly, but it was a thing. Okay. But I can use my quick reflexes to re-roll 2 of them. So we'll do those guys. Not that it helped that much, but it helped a little bit. All right, we'll keep those. And this one explodes. Another opportunity. Okay. So I got 3 successes, 2 opportunities, and I took 2 strife.
Okay, so it's going to be what, 6 damage? You're going one-handed?
One-handed, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 damage. So
So deadliness, bonus successes, yes.
you do this crossing blades maneuver, and you draw very quickly toward him, and he is going to catch it with that naginata, and he's going to kind of look confused, like, "Oh, you're strong." And he is going to take his turn.
Okay.
He is going to take the void ring, and
So
make-
I'm not allowed to do a critical strike hit with my opportunities. I need to do actual damage to him before we
Oh
can
yeah,
go
yeah.
something.
Sorry. You can
Okay.
you can enforce the critical strike with your opportunities.
Okay.
Yes.
I've
So
got
how
2
many opportunities do you have?
I have 2 opportunities,
Okay.
and my school skill lets me raise or decrease the severity of the strike by my school rank.
Okay, and you're rank 1 still?
I'm rank 2.
You're rank 2.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to bump that up to a rank 7 critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yes.
Rank
It's an owie.
7.
Owie, owie, owie.
Let me open that critical strike page up here. A rank 7 critical strike
His left ear fell off.
That doesn't even make sense at all.
Oh, then he'll be left.
is a permanent injury. So the character suffers the bleeding condition, then chooses one scar of the following disadvantages for the ring.
Please say left ear. Please say left ear.
So now he's using Void, so this dream duelist just made him lose memories.
I think he's still got his ear then.
He's definitely suffering.
Or he may have forgotten he has an ear.
That's
though.
fine, but he is suffering the bleeding condition.
He
and
forgot how
is,
to hear.
Has a severity 7 critical hit on him right now.
Okay.
So then he is going to take the Void Ring, and he is going to twirl. And you see him kind of like he takes this hit, and you hit him pretty hard. Where did you hit him? Shoulder,
The ear.
ribs.
Head, shoulders, knees or toes. Knees or toes?
Your toes, yeah.
Where did you hit him to make him lose his memories?
The left ear.
In the head.
That would have to be a head wound. Then
Yeah.
he loses memories. Yeah.
Yeah, so also you kind of got him kind of toward the back of the head, and it made a pretty good gash there, but not enough to like incapacitate him. And so he just kind of like blank stares at you, gets very, very serious. Where he had been kind of jovial and laughing about the killing beforehand, he's no longer that.
Okay.
He gets very serious and centers
Look at all
himself
those
down.
frickin' dice he rolls.
Yeah, but he only gets to keep 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So that's going to wind up being 7 damage.
Okay.
And he doesn't have any opportunities to be able to activate like a crit on you.
Okay.
So he just deals 7 damage.
Okay. So my armor takes 1.
So your armor takes
6.
1. And we'll then move back up into we'll move you back up into the stare down. So we'll do that in just a second. You can go ahead and take the 2 strife if you want to.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and make him take that as well, and go ahead and get your stance or your bid ready. And I'm going to get his bid ready. But before we move into that, you guys are sufficiently surrounded by all of these things. Utaku Yunji is, I think that's just going to be her name. Because I can't say Yunju to save my freaking life. She has now drawn her katana as well and is dual wielding at this point, holding off as many of these things as she can. And they're kind of becoming overwhelming for you guys. Where he was kind of taking care of them pretty handily, it seems like whatever he's got going on in his dream, these things like desperately want to get at him for him to kill them. It's kind of maddening and very difficult. So I think the damage coming toward you guys is not physical damage, but definitely 3 strife coming your way. So how would you mitigate that?
Should we let them through? Are any getting through, by the way?
No. But the question is not that. How are you mitigating the strife? Or are you? Are you just taking 3 strife?
Oh, we take 3 strife every
Yeah, you're
time?
gonna yeah.
I'm going to wind up taking the 3 strife.
You're being pretty well overwhelmed. You can either choose to just take the 3 strife, or you can try to like center yourself or something to mitigate some of it while you kind of ease up a little bit on how hard you're trying to keep them out.
I wasn't trying to keep him out in the first place.
Okay, so you're just standing there. Great.
I was centering myself.
Okay.
So
So what would you like to do with that centering? You said you wanted to center on theology. Is there something you were wanting to do with that?
well, yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do with it?
So I would like to do Dance of the Seasons.
What does that do?
Essentially, what that does is it allows me to turn water into anything any form of water that I would like, which includes ice to water, or water to ice, or water to fog, or
How much of it can you change?
it's range band 1 to 3, and it's target based.
What do you mean?
So it's it's essentially one person, but it's like a small area. So I
Okay.
should be able to like create an area in front of me that would keep somebody from being able to come through at me.
Okay, it sounds like the minimum range is 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't do it at range 0 from yourself, so it's got to be at least like 5 feet out from you.
So are they already past that point?
No.
Okay. So, yes.
But if you want to just create like a moat around yourself.
Essentially.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Go ahead and roll it up.
All right.
And I guess you're changing to the water ring?
Yes, I am, and I'm going to use my school ability, which allows me to drop my target number by 1 rank per school rank.
Okay. Are you rank 2?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
So this is a target number 1 theology water check.
And you can do that once per session?
Yes.
Okay.
Now then, that's my target number 1. I can keep, let's see, so
don't think
2
those
dice.
count.
Nope. I get to replace because of my center. So I did generate 1 additional opportunity. So that is going to essentially affect a secondary target. So I'd imagine like it's a little bit wider moat.
Okay. Sounds
Just
good.
kind of giving me just enough of
So it's a moat. So now you're on a little iceberg.
Well, it's kind of more. It's kind of more in front of me. It's just keeping somebody directly on
He
my
kept
face.
the pillar that he's on top of
So,
connected to the bottom.
If you want to go, with how I'm mitigating that strife, that's technically how I would be doing
Okay.
it because I'm keeping them from being right in my face.
That sounds good. Yeah. So you won't take the strife. Miramoto, did you want to try to do anything to...
I changed to my earth,
Okay. You
I
changed to
switched
Earth
to
ring.
Earth.
Sounds good.
and I am going to go with Way of the Earthquake. So basically, I will knock everybody prone, potentially immobilized, out to 1 range band. Everybody.
Okay.
So that's and let's see. The target number is 1. So I can reroll 2 dice. Nope. I just knock everybody prone.
So you slam your foot into the ground, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And it causes cracks to appear in the ice. Thanks to...
Range band 2. And will they get to resist with a target number 4 fitness check?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
You crack the ice, and it cracks underneath the weight of your foot, but in kind of conjunction with the amount that you broke earlier and the amount of disruption that Isawa did to the ice overall, the ice underneath everybody begins to crack. And like your footing altogether begins to lose it. And it's almost like it's melting from the bottom up at this point. And it starts to bubble, and you can see the ice crack under your feet, and the water is bubbling underneath it as it melts, and it cracks, and you fall into this lake. But the dreamer, whose name you never asked, kind of rude, but it's fine, he's not falling. He's still standing on ice, and he starts fighting those guys again. And so you guys fall into this lake, and you're falling deeper because you're wearing like all this armor and stuff. You fall deeper and deeper until, well, that's true, but you're still falling.
How many rounds?
Apparently,
You're
trying to-
wearing plot armor, sir. You're wearing plot armor.
You're wearing plot armor.
I could walk on water, so how many rounds?
Well, you broke the ice, bud.
Fair enough.
So you can only walk on
We
water if you're
needed
in the
an
water ring
icebreaker.
and you're in the earth ring. So
I can change. That's why I said how many rounds.
enough. You fall until you fall through like the water down like this waterfall, and it's almost like a feather fall sort of effect. You're falling like you're in this waterfall. You're getting pelted with the water, but it's relaxing, and you land in a steam bath, and you're not wearing the armor you were before. You've all got towels on, and you hear the voice of something kind of off in the corner, and it says, "You look tense." And it kind of leans forward, and you see that it's this giant red toad. He's wearing a towel. And that's and we won't end there. We're only 30 minutes deep, so let's keep going.
Is it Hypnotoad?
It's not Hypnotoad. What brings you to my hot spring?
Relaxation.
We fell.
Right into my lap. Yes, you did.
We're just traveling.
Travel no further. You made it. Congratulations.
Do you
Come join me for a cup of hot sake. And he snaps his fingers and cups appear near him for everybody, and he gestures toward them. Trust me, it's delicious.
Do you have a name?
My name?
It seems like you're willing to ask this dreamer his name.
The toad.
I did just call him rude for not asking names, so
Drop
I
your
did
load.
this to
It breaks the
myself.
ice before you do anything, so yay.
My name is Frederick R. Toad. You call me Fred.
Oh, Frederick R. Toad. I thought you were gonna. What was the name of the guy in the D&D episode?
Oh,
But-
Hops.
Hops. Yeah.
No.
Is this the right path we were supposed to head? I know we were supposed to cross several dream realms. Dreamscapes, I believe you said.
If it's the path you were supposed to be on or the path you came on, you're here. So you might as well enjoy it.
So I think we should move on.
Just drink
Where-
a quick cup. It's not going to hurt you.
Is anybody drinking?
I expect the person who broke the ice shelf to be
Is,
the first one to drink it.
Is a tea more your flavor? And he snaps his fingers again, and there's a steaming kettle.
No bug.
Steaming teapot.
No bug juice.
Bug juice. You think because I'm that's kind of racist of you.
Not racist. Maybe speciest. but-
Probably a little bit of both.
So, if I'm not mistaken, we're in a dream.
Well, you're in a dream. I'm in paradise.
I see. And where is this paradise?
It's my hot spring.
Here's a paradise.
Come on.
What were those things we were looking for? The Thunderballs?
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolt. You talking about one of them kamakiri?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kamikari? Whatever the heck it was. You're looking for one of them? I seen one time.
One time, huh?
One time. That's all it took. I left them alone, and you should too. Just take a load off. Just spend a few days in my spa. You won't be worried about Ningendo. You won't be worried about anything for the rest of your eternity.
I thank you for your hospitality, but I think we still must be moving along.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And why is that?
Well, because I don't want you to.
I see. But if this is your dream, why
This
don't
is
you?
not my dream. It's
Whose
your
dream is it?
dream. It's my paradise.
I see.
Oh, and that spell thing, by the way, is once per scene.
Okay. You guys want to roll a theology check, maybe?
Oh, you get a bonus on your theology check now, don't you? Or
No.
was that
Only when he's doing invocations.
okay?
Let's see.
Earth.
What, is there a specific ring you want us to roll under, or is it our choice?
Void would be the easiest. Void's going to be target number 1.
Okay, let's see. I don't want to keep any strife, but... Oh, it doesn't matter what strife, right?
Yeah.
So if I keep those, then that means I get to do this.
And what do I need with Earth?
Earth would be 2.
2?
With fire, it would be 4.
Oh, shoot.
Six and an opportunity.
You
You nailed it.
recognize this being as a Baku.
Oh.
He's not really real, but he's the realest thing here.
It's actually a D&D character, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's in the Monster Manual.
So what else would I know about him from a...
You know that they're mostly harmless and that Baku are generally created by dreams.
Okay.
They're kind of spirit beings that are created by powerful dreams.
All right.
And they live in Umedo. And so they kind of maybe have some information if entreated.
I had I had 2 success and an opportunity. Do I know any more using the Earth Ring? Do I remember anything more? We're specifically looking for a mountain, too.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about any of that.
Okay.
Well, at least you haven't asked him, but in your
Okay.
remembering of what this is, there's not you don't recall any particular information along those lines. What you might entail from this is that this isn't a normal Baku by any stretch of the imagination. For the most part, they try to leave other beings in Umedo alone. This one is very obviously not trying to do that.
Yes.
So why are you trying to delay our journey?
I just think this is the best place to be, and well, there are many threats beyond my doors that
Speaking of doors, how do we move throughout this dreams between one dream and another in these doors?
he points a webbed hand toward the waterfall. You go right through there, and you'll move right on into the next spot.
I thank you for your kindness.
I wish you would stay.
Perhaps in another dream.
We do not have time.
And I think that you guys falling through the ice and into this realm, as opposed to into another dream, has kind of expedited things a little bit for you. And you fall through, or you go through the waterfall. And it takes some swimming to do, but I think everybody's able to do it for the most part. And you emerge on the other side of the waterfall in a field of dried hay.
I walk on water.
Okay, fine.
Sure.
I've been wanting to do that anyway,
Okay,
so
I bought the skill, let me do it.
yes, I don't need to swim. I'm just walking.
You bought it thinking, we're at a pond, I'm going to do this.
Well, it just seemed like a cool thing to have.
It is a very cool thing to have. You swim through the waterfall, and it's like you are immediately walking in a field of dried hay, and very suddenly, the whole thing's on fire. But you're not burning.
Okay.
It's good because I'm in a water stance.
And you see a humanoid figure standing fairly close, probably a couple range bands away, and it seems like the fire is emanating off of them.
Does it feel hot even though we're not burning?
No.
And the whole plane is on fire as far as we can tell?
As far as you can tell.
Does the plane look recognizable at all?
No.
can
It's
you
just
tell
a
anything?
more of hay.
Okay.
Of-
I was talking
of
more,
grain.
more just like the outer landscape.
No.
past it.
I'll holler out. Greetings, friend. Why do you burn this beautiful field of wheat and hay?
And the being kind of turns around to almost face you, but you can't tell. You can't see any distinguishing features. It's almost like the woman, only as you're staring at it, you can't see anything discernible, and everything around you is on fire. Like where you momentarily saw a field of grain, it's now just only fire in front of you. You can remember the fire, and you will remember this fire intently, and probably when you're out of it, you'll remember it hurting. But this thing turns towards you and says, "You're fighting something that you can't beat. Don't go back to Toshi Ranbo."
What do you know of what we're fighting?
I know a great deal of what plagues Rokugan right now. It can't be beat. And I can't help you.
Every being has a weakness.
Not every being. I don't have a weakness. And you see, like, the fire kind of separates, almost like this thing is willing it to do so, to show itself to you. And you see an individual wearing full, like, legendary looking lion warrior regalia. He says, "This is not something that anyone in Rokugan can handle, but we can't help. We want to, but we're not allowed."
Who is allowed?
No one. Not until the dragons return.
Lord Tagashi?
No. And I think either one of Miyamoto or Isawa could make a theology roll here.
What ring? Void?
Fire,
Fine.
Fire.
obviously.
Well,
That's a pretty good roll.
it is a pretty good roll. And what is the target number?
Target number is 3.
So they gave you an opportunity and
A success.
I know we got 3 already.
Yeah, I didn't catch that, but I already re-rolled, so I already selected
But
my
I can
dice.
get
So I'm
3
gonna play
that
it,
way
but
and
I'm gonna
move
play it
one of
true.
the strife.
It's 3
Well,
successes.
And that's
3
exploded
successes?
too, yeah. So
I was like, I
4
understood that
successes.
one, but that one.
Yeah, my eyes caught it funny, and I was seeing
No, you're good, man.
strife.
So you recognize this person, like, very, like, once you recognize what they are, you know their name. You recognize this thing as the Omen of Fire. The name that you would have potentially known the legend by would be Matsu Badori, which I am entirely making up right now.
is the Omen of Fire made up, or is that a...
No, the Omen
that's
of Fire
legit?
is a real thing. And if any L5R fans are, like, mad about me making up a new Omen of Fire, this is my world, and thanks for joining.
Take some strife.
Fair.
Yeah, take some strife.
How would you like to mitigate that?
That's right. You can roll a void check.
Or just enjoy.
Yep. So you recognize, like, the legend would be that the last Omen of Fire was Matsu Badori. It hasn't been seen in 60 years, at least.
You say no one can defeat this, but someone has to. Unless we just give up.
And allow Rokugan to fall.
We are beings of balance.
Are you saying
There's an imbalance in the void. The void omen is missing. The woman who you encountered, she is the dark omen of the void. She
sounds
cannot be beat.
Can
So
she be contained?
No. She can't even be remembered.
Then how are you remembering her now?
Because I am also an omen.
Then you're saying we should be able to seek out other omens.
No. I sought you out to tell you to run as far away as you could. Toshi Rambo is going to die. I would not be surprised to see half of Crane and Lion Lands die before this is brought under the heel of the Void Dragon. If it ever returns. The dragons have been gone for centuries. We've been left here to keep their peace, but the Void Omen is missing.
But I gotta get my horse.
Your horse is probably already gone.
So
The Void Omen is missing. If you have any hope of figuring out something here, you have to find him.
the Void Dragon.
The Void Omen.
The Void Omen. So the Dark Void, she is not the Void Omen. She is the Dark Omen.
She is the Dark Omen. She will fool your Emperor. By the end of this year, Rokugan will be under new rule.
her rule.
No. She will put a pawn in place.
Where can we find this omen? This void omen?
It's missing. You're not listening. It's missing. It's gone. He's gone. He's maybe dead, maybe imprisoned. I don't know, but that's the only way she can even act in Ningendo. Is if he's not there to counteract her. We are constantly fighting.
Well, I do not believe in a fate that falls men unless they act. As they act, they need to act.
Please act. Run.
Well,
Move far away from Rokugan.
that is not an action.
It is. Trust me. I've seen many do it, and they have lived long, happy, bountiful lives where they helped many people. But you cannot help here.
But it's not an honorable action to run.
No, it's not.
But he may have redirected our quest. Perhaps we should find this Void Dragon.
Perhaps the void dragon is...
Void Omen.
Or the void omen
The
Void
dragons are
Omen-
gone.
is in the mountains that we seek.
I am a dragon, sir.
Well, the dragons. The big ones.
You're not a dragon. You're of the dragon clan.
That's true.
If you don't remember the legends of the dragon, okay.
You seek the Forest of Dreams.
No. We seek a mountain.
Well, the mountain was going to take you to the Forest of Dreams, but
Oh,
okay.
fair enough. Now we know what the mountain does.
Yes, that was. I'm pretty sure Tagashi sent that vision to you. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Tagashi's he's a good dude. Very helpful in time of need.
I think so.
He was trying to show you the way you wanted to know, but you got to go the other way. You can't stay in Rokugan. You can't. It's
Then where do we stay?
He's implying.
far away.
But
I'm pretty sure he's implying leaving Rokugan, which only leaves several options.
You run. You run. You don't stay here. I mean, even if you do run, you're probably going to die.
Well, all living things die.
well, they may change their state.
And the world is still burning around you. You do see an edge to it, though. You see kind of a space where the fire stops and another thing begins, but you can't see the details of what that is right now.
What direction is it?
In front of you.
I thank you for your guidance, but I think we will continue upon our journey. And hopefully we will encounter the void.
Omen.
Omen.
Where else would we
I'm gonna
go
write
if
Omen
not
at the top of your
Rokugan? We
page.
cannot stay here.
No, well, I mean, you could. You'd probably be safest here, actually.
Yes, but it's not just a case of safe.
Here, you would be in paradise for eternity.
Yes, but
You would quickly become prophets.
I speak using the words of Prophet Jar Jar. Misa, give up.
Yes, but happiness comes when your work and your words are of benefit to others. And us just staying here would not be good to anybody except ourselves. That would not be good. I would never be happy in that situation. And he is able who thinks he is able. And I believe in the things we have overcome. And I believe that the help we need will come to us when we need it. You are here. Even though you were telling us to run away, you have been a help.
I guess. I don't see how any of you will survive, but
Frederick the Toad was a help. So far,
Okay.
our steps have been guided.
Our fate shall be intertwined with Rokugon.
And you give us no direction other than run away.
out. Any direction is better than staying.
Okay, we are going in a direction.
No, you're staying.
I start walking.
And if you believe you're going in the right direction, just keep walking.
Seek out my disciple, Akodo Masamori.
Akodo Masamori?
Yes.
Where is she?
He.
She.
She?
Yeah, well, I was trying to say the name that I gave you guys earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
She's hiding. And the fire kind of starts to die down. You can tell he was trying to kind of intimidate you guys. And it didn't work. Thankfully. This time I didn't want you to run away.
Somehow pulling out a flaming katana to attack him, I don't think would go over well.
No, that would not happen very good in your
I
favor.
don't think it would do much good. Okay.
Do you omens travel around? No, I can't think of what's the reference to the world, the living world.
Ningendo?
Do you omens travel
Nigendo.
Nigendo?
Not often. And now he's like, the fire's all gone and he's kind of dusting himself off. We kind of try to stay away. We're not allowed to interfere. Even the Dark Omens aren't allowed to interfere, but for the most part, they don't interfere because we keep them in check.
But she is interfering, the woman.
Because her counterpart is gone.
If y'all travel,
There's no balance because the good is gone.
If y'all travel Ningendo, do y'all travel by any assumed name?
Never the same one.
So, we must go to the mountain and enter the Forest of Dreams, but will that take us far away from...
That'll take us clear across
So,
Rokugon.
what is the quickest way to get to where we might find a coda?
Well, I can, with some effort,
We wouldn't want to put you out.
I
Hey,
can.
he put himself out.
Yeah, that's true.
There will be repercussions, but I can put you next to her. But if I do that, my Dark Omen gets to act. She'll do something. I don't know what. But if I do anything to interfere, she gets to act. It's balance.
What other choice do we have? As far as
We
if we're
already
supposed to
we
find
already
her.
have one Dark Omen running rampant throughout the world.
But she won't be rampant. She'll do one thing and be done.
Well, I
But
know
that one thing could aid and tip the balance even farther.
it could,
The
but
balance is gone. There's no void omen.
I already said to tip it even farther. I understand it's gone.
so what other choice do we have? What would you recommend then? That we do what he
Is helping
says?
us because obviously you know where she is, or about where
I
she
can't
is.
give you the details. That's aiding.
So
I can tell you to run away because that does no good for Rokugan.
if we go to the Forest of Dreams, you yourself have said that's a long way away, and then we still don't know where she is. So if our goal is to find her as the next step in our quest, what other suggestion is there other than... I mean, if you have a better course of action...
Well,
Perhaps you can enlighten us with something that...
I was
I'm
just
at a
making.
loss.
I was, I don't have a better course of action, but maybe before we just agree or try to get help right away, we still have a little bit of time that we can make that decision and make sure that we make the right decision, not a rush decision.
Do we have time? Do we know when we leave him? Do we know if we will encounter him again? He travels.
You won't.
So this we
I
make
wasn't
a-
saying leave him.
I mean, I'm not like a anti-temporal guy. I got places to be.
I got a toad with some sake in my name on it.
Absolutely, you're right. I can't interfere, but I can enjoy. Me and Fred, we got a date, dude.
Hot
He'll
bath
be in
and sake.
paradise.
Hot bath and sake. Let's go. You can join us if you want. Like I said, you can just stay here.
That's not an option.
Seems like
either.
we have little choice. One
Oh.
action by the Dark Omen of Fire is better
I
than
don't know.
letting the Dark Omen of the Void
What
run
if that
rampant
action
for
is
a
to
long
kill the
period of time.
Emperor? I don't
Agreed.
know if that's going to be their action. I'm just saying you don't know what that action is.
That's true.
Nor can you put. So you're saying you're willing to put the Emperor in danger.
The Emperor is in
I am
danger.
open to ideas. I'm
Emperor
saying
is-
that
I understand that too.
I am totally open to any ideas.
But these beings think differently than us.
I mean,
When we have one running loose unfettered as it is probably best to try to stop that one as quickly as possible. We are already doomed. We are Ronin. We have lost our honor by abandoning our posts. We are dead men standing and dead women.
so we must all be in agreement on this, I believe. So we know that there are repercussions. I mean, we just obviously we need to doubt everything and seek our own light. And what is that light in this moment? What
If you
options?
would
My
like-
friend, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding of the unicorn is, will they not do what it takes?
Well,
If we have to unleash one negative action to potentially undo what's been done,
If I may.
You may.
For another less threatening piece of information for my Dark Omen, I could appear to the Ruby Champion and exonerate you guys. I know what's happened, and she and I have an on again, off again relationship.
So that
Not
would
romantically.
you're on
I am
fire
I'm
tonight.
the Omen of Fire. I can't,
that'd be a strong burning sensation.
it would, like you wouldn't believe.
So you're saying that you would exonerate us, but it would be another action the Dark Omen could take.
The Dark Omen would get to appear to somebody else and give them strong advice.
As opposed to direct action,
Correct.
which exonerated we can move freely.
I would be less inclined
You
to.
would have somebody on your side.
More freely.
We can move more freely.
She could appeal to the Emerald Champion for you. Right now, all she thinks is you abandoned.
That's relatively fast since we've been gone a day.
Well, she will think you abandoned. Also, Dreamscape works slightly differently time-wise, but yeah.
It's actually only been one REM cycle.
It's really only been about 6 minutes.
I mean, there's only so many places that Akoto Matsuri would be able to travel from. We can track her down.
Perhaps, but how far could she go if you came out in the Forest of Dreams? Listen, it's your choice, but
I was just throwing. I was just
in
throwing that out
podcast
there.
world,
'Cause
it's already half an hour later than I said we were going to record. So you guys got to crap or get off the pot at some point.
Yep.
fine.
So what's it going to be?
Since y'all all seem to be for allowing more chaos into the world, why not?
No, we're for
I
all the
I
ideas.
just said I'm for it.
I would
You
rather
don't
not
sound
take
for
this
it. He
course
doesn't
of
sound
action.
for it.
No,
She
he doesn't
doesn't
want to
sound
take
for it.
responsibility for it. He wants it to be everybody else's choice.
Some
He
of
just
us
is
don't crack
forced to
ice
go
beneath
along.
everyone else's feet on a whim.
He wasn't intending to do that.
No.
I'm just saying sometimes.
If by this action we bring dishonor upon ourselves, and we do not serve the greater good of Rokugon,
Listen, it is the
then we
greater
will
good.
take our lives.
I can't do a bad thing. Please understand that. I literally am not capable of doing bad things. I'm literally bound by celestial law. If it is a bad thing,
I never
cannot
said you
do it.
cannot do a bad thing.
But I'm saying if this was bad, I couldn't teleport you there. I couldn't place you there if this was bad, or if it was even ambivalent. If this was not good, I could not do
For
it.
your
My dragon
choices.
friend, it's all about balance for you, is it not?
Oh,
It
things will be
is.
balanced.
It is, but
There will-
unfortunately, nothing ever is alone. Everything is relation to others. So I cannot just think of myself here. We have to think of the good of Rokugan
And
will be-
Rokugan is in trouble.
and the balance. Yes.
There will be a consequence equivalent to the potential of the good that I'm doing. And that's all I can say.
And all she can do is give us information.
But it's good information.
But that is what we lack.
Is that the only source of information?
So far, that's the only source we've found. I mean, we could just go to the mountain and go into the Forest of Dreams and wander around and hope that we find another way.
That's true.
That is a path we can take.
I, for one, will take the offer.
I already agreed. Let's go.
Okay. We're all in agreement? It seems like we are unanimous in our decision. And
Good luck.
Okay.
And the next thing you know, you're sitting in a cave, and Akoto Masamori like backs up real fast against a wall. It's just, what are you? Oh my gosh, you guys are alive.
Hi, we haven't met.
Yeah, you're right.
It is good to see you again.
It is good to find you alive and well.
Koto-sama, you seem to have found your way out of the mess that we've found our way into.
I was kind of dragged. Listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but, and she kind of moves into the light, I've kind of been touched by something, and you see her left forearm is covered in red scales. And that's where we'll end the session. Thanks so much for joining us for Legend of the Five Rings, Warrior's Path. We hope you enjoyed it, and I'm real sad we got to wait a month for the next one. Until then, keep on adventuring.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.
Right.